but it comes down to a choice that you make. Either you get comfortable disappointing other people, or you get comfortable never realizing your dreams or never realizing what it is that you're after. And I refuse to be comfortable with the latter. I will live with some sort of temporary short term discomfort if it means that I can get to where it is that I want to go. Welcome to the Ryan Rice Show, where we talk about what we learned yesterday that we can apply today so that we can be better tomorrow. I hope you enjoy and subscribe. I want to talk about something that I believe has helped me already exceed 2023 gross profit. And we're in July of 2024, and that month is not over yet. And that key, I think, is where and how I'm focusing my attention. And what I mean by that is I have said no to what feels like a million things recently. And some of them I feel bad saying no. Some of the things I'm saying no to, I would actually really like to do. But I'm so clear on where it is that I want to go and what I need to be doing in order to get there that I know the best way for me to get there is to say no to almost everything else that's not going to get me there. And so I want to dive into a few examples so you know exactly what I mean, with the hopes that it can make you some more money in your business. Who am I? My name is Ryan Rice. I am a full-time real estate investor. I am in my fourth year full-time, and I am building this publicly in the hopes that you can get some learnings without the scars that I've endured. And I hope it makes you some more money in your real estate business. So here's a recent example of this. I am in a real estate mastermind group, which mastermind just means there's a bunch of real estate people that get together who learn how to do real estate together. And I joined several of these real estate masterminds to help learn knowledge on how to flip, how to build a business, etc. And in this particular one, I facilitate a call once per week with, I would say, newer students to help push them through any obstacles that they might be going through and to give them any learnings that I had in the beginning when I got started that might be able to help them. And I've been doing these weekly calls for over a year now, and I've gotten good feedback from the group, from the people who run the mastermind, etc. And a couple of people who run the mastermind have asked me to get involved with that mastermind at another level and do more and contribute more. And honestly, I would love to do it. I think I would enjoy it. And I think it would be fun. I know I'd have the opportunity to make more money. But one thing I do know is it would consume my time, and it would take time away from time that I could be spending on building my own business. And I know that if I keep spending time on my business, I'm going to grow my business and I'm going to make more money. And so while I'd like to help out more, I have said no multiple times. And I don't like doing that. I don't particularly enjoy saying no. I don't like letting people down. Um, but just because I would enjoy it doesn't mean that I should do it, in my opinion. I am very crystal clear on where it is that I want to go and what I'm doing to get there. And I know that I need to stay focused on the things that I'm currently doing. And I also know that if I keep just doing what it is that I'm doing and I spend more of my time doing those things, I'm going to get where it is that I want to go. Another example, just in the last 2 weeks, I've had people reach out to me and ask if I wanted to join them in their weekend mastermind, where people go for a weekend, they get together, they talk about how to grow a business, etc. And there was a season in my life where I did a lot of that in a short period of time. And I would really like to. The people that are going, I enjoy being around them. Some of them are bigger players than I am. And I know I would likely get benefit by going to do those things. And, not only I think could I learn and contribute, but again, I think I would have a good time. But I've said no because I'm very clear, again, on what it is that I need to do. And I just need to spend time doing those things. And as much as I would like to go to a mastermind, I know that I'm going to get a higher return on just spending the time in my business doing what's needed. And I'll get a higher return on that than I would by just going to a weekend mastermind. Now, there's always going to be a season for everything. And I think when I am in a different season in my business, there will probably be many appropriate times where it's probably beneficial for my business, where I go to those masterminds and get exposure to people who are bigger than me. The thing is, I've done that so much and I've hired coaches. I know exactly what it is that I need to do, and I just need to keep doing it. And I need to be patient in the meantime while I'm doing it and not get distracted by all these other things that are out there trying to pull my attention and pull my time. And I'll give even another example. And this one is a little bit more on the personal side, but I am very selective with my time, so much that I think it annoys other people. I think sometimes it can make even other people angry. But my wife and I have two girls, and we get asked all the time by different friends or maybe some family who have kids. And they ask us to come over, come hang out so that our kids can get together. And recently that happened again. And someone with kids similar in age to our girls wanted to hang out on a weekend. And we would love to hang out with them. Now, we'd have to drive more than an hour to go see them. And so, we're going to spend 2.5 to 3 hours in the car, and then we're going to spend a couple hours on the quote play date. I mean, the whole day would be gone. That would be how we would choose to spend our whole day. And so while both my wife and I would enjoy it, it's just too big of an ask right now for the season that we're in. And so we say no. And it doesn't feel great, right? We know we're disappointing other people. We know their kids would like to see our kids. But again, in our mind, my wife and I have a crystal clear goal on where it is that we want to go. And if we choose to let other people take the time away from us that we could be spending on doing the things needed to get us where it is that we want to go, and we allow that to happen repeatedly, we know we're never going to get there. And a quick side note on this, my wife is 100%, 1,000% on board with this focus. And that is really helpful. We are both very clear on the vision that we have for our lives, on the values that we have that are going to help us get us there. And because we're so aligned, she supports me when we make decisions like this. And I support her when we make decisions like this. And I think that's really important because it would take a great deal of my mental energy if every time I wanted to stay committed to my goals, I had to pick a fight with my significant other about why I didn't want to go do something and what is important and what is not important. And so if you find yourself in this inner fight sometimes where, or maybe even with a disagreement with a spouse or a significant other, and it's because there is misalignment with how you want to be spending your time and how your significant other wants to be spending your time, that can be a pretty big issue. And it's something that you need to sit down with your significant other or your spouse and make sure that you're very, very clear on the vision that you both have for your lives, the vision that you have each individually for your lives, and how it is that you're going to get to that vision. Because to achieve anything, you're going to have to sacrifice other things. And it's all, a lot of times it just comes down to a matter of what is it that we are willing to sacrifice in order to get where it is that we want to go. But I think this is really important. And actually, it seems like it's getting a lot harder as time progresses to stay focused on the thing that you're after, because the opportunities that are out there that want to steal our attention are more prevalent, it seems like, than ever, and more available, especially with stuff like social media. But it could be going out for a beer, grabbing a coffee. It could be hey, can I pick your brain? It could be, hey, let's get our kids together. The amount of opportunities to steal your attention are endless. And you have to learn how to feel okay disappointing other people. And that took me some time because that's something that I really, really didn't enjoy doing. And it's not like that I enjoy doing it now. I have just learned to deal with the discomfort of disappointing other people. But it comes down to a choice that you make. Either you get comfortable disappointing other people, or you get comfortable never realizing your dreams or never realizing what it is that you're after. And I refuse to be comfortable with the latter. I will live with some sort of temporary short term discomfort if it means that I can get to where it is that I want to go. And I'm going to close with this. Steve Jobs used to ask each of his direct reports, what have you said no to lately? And that's how big of a deal this is. One of the greatest businessmen and one of the greatest product creators that has ever existed used to deliberately ask people on his team what they've said no to. And he did this to reiterate how important it was for his team to stay laser focused on what it was that they were looking to accomplish. And I think that's really telling as to how important this concept is. And so success leaves clues. I wanted to share this because it's not always easy saying no to things, especially if they are things that we would enjoy doing, especially if they are things with people that we care about. But sometimes we need to say no in order to accomplish what it is that we're set out to accomplish. And that's why it's so important to be crystal clear on your goals. It's literally impossible to say no if everything is blurry and you don't know where it is that you're going, because then something that steals your attention, if there's not a clear goal, then that attention is going to be stolen very easily. So I hope that was helpful. Wanted to just put this quick note together on something that I am focused on this year, and I think it's been really, really helpful for me, and so I wanted to pass on that to you. So hope you guys got some value out of that. Share it if you would. If it was helpful, share it with someone that you think would get some benefit out of that. But I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.